everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and this is Apple's new 6th generation iPod Nano. Now in this video I will be unboxing and giving you a product tour of Apple's new tiny device. Gone is the click wheel from the previous Nano, video playback is no more, and also there is no camera to be seen on the new Nano. So let's get this tiny device unboxed and show you what else you get inside. So we shall undo this and give you a quick look at the packaging. Now bottom side has got serial number etc on. This side says iPod Nano, and we've got the Apple logo and then iPod Nano on this side. We've got a small piece of tape to undo. And then we can open up the packaging, and this is Apple's new 6th generation iPod Nano. How cool is that? Now this tiny little device measures just 37.5 by 40.9 by just 8.78 millimeters in thickness. You get a 1.5 inch full colour touchscreen on the front. So let's just pop this to one side and show you what else you get inside the box. We've got some start here documentation, and this just gives you a guide through the iPod Nano's controls, song controls, custom home screens etc. And then of course we've got this in various languages. A single Apple sticker also in the box. Very tightly packed in here. Pair of Apple headphones. Really cool. And right down in the bottom of this box, again very tightly packed because this is such tiny little packaging, we've got the dock connector. So we've got the dock connector on one end and the USB cable on the other. Let's take this off of this packaging, which we do just by pulling the tab, and then it should lift out like so, and then we've got access to the new iPod Nano. There's a cover on the front of the screen here. Really cool. So let's just show you around the various buttons. We've got an on-off switch here, which we can push to turn the Nano on. That's now starting up. We've got metal volume up and down buttons on this side. This side's completely clear. Around the bottom we've got that 30-pin dock connector and also the earphone jack. And then very similar to the shuffle, on this side we've got this clip which allows us to very easily clip this to maybe a bag strap or your clothing. So ideal for if you're out running. Back around the front of the device, and as you can see we've now got this full colour touchscreens, 1.5 inches square, 240 by 240 pixel resolution. The first screen you're presented with is the language selection screen. We want English, so we're going to select English and tap on done. And then we're presented with the really cool customizable user interface, and we can swipe from left to right, right to left to access the various features. We've got playlists, now playing, artists, genius mixes, radio, podcasts, photos, settings, songs, albums, genres, composers, fitness and the clock. Very responsive touchscreen. It's also got this feature where you can rotate the touchscreen round, so if you're clipping this on a piece of clothing in a particular orientation, then you can rotate this round to suit. So we've gone all the way round in 360 degrees there. Really nice sharpness to the screen as well. Just give you a close-up of that. Decent viewing angle. Let's just dive on into photos just to see if they preloaded it with any photos. There's no photos on here at the moment. Let's have a look in settings for you. We've got about, music, general, photos, pedometer and reset settings. Let's have a look in general. Wallpaper, brightness, date and time, radio regions, live pause. So that means you can actually pause the radio and it will buffer it into the memory of the iPod Nano. Accessibility and language settings. That's really cool. Let's have a look at brightness. So we're only up at half brightness at the moment, so this screen does go even brighter. That's at full brightness now. Let's just go back. So I'm just swiping sort of left to right to go back one step in the sort of hierarchy of the menus. Really bright screen actually at full brightness. So this is Apple's new 6th generation iPod Nano. As you can see, full touchscreen. It's a shame that the video capability has gone. There's no camera on the back, and it also can't play back any videos either, so that's a bit of a shame. But having said that, this is a really nice feeling device, nice and compact. I can see that Apple may have a winner on its hands here, though for me it feels just a little bit too small. If I show you that in comparison to perhaps my iPod Touch, you can see how tiny it is. Very small device. Well, check back on my channel over the next few days and I'll be bringing you a full review of this new iPod Nano. Until then, I'll just run down the pricing for you. It's going to cost you £129 for an 8GB version, £159 for a 16GB version, and it's also available in a variety of colours: silver, the graphite colour you can see here, blue, green, orange, pink or red. Until next time, have a great day. This video is sponsored by mymemory.com. For great prices, fast delivery and reliable customer support, visit mymemory.com.